Oh, hello. Can we please talk about what happened at UFC Vegas 44 at the weekend? And also, I'm going to be having a little bit of look at the news. A couple of things that happened here and there, not a massive amount. And also, just had a couple of, there's only a couple this week of Trolls of the Week, but there's a Jon Jones one that I find it so funny. It's so good. It's a very well thought out Troll of the Week. So, yeah, if you're new to this, basically, I do 2 shows a week. I like to place terrible bets on mixed martial arts. So I break down the fights. I have a look at, like, whether the fight's going to be, good or bad, worth watching or not. And I place a little bet here or there. I'm looking for the value. I'm not really, it's so unpredictable that it's very difficult to pick, like, what's going to actually happen. At least that's what I keep telling myself. And so at the end of the day, if you're trying to get rich betting on mixed martial arts, you're an idiot, because that's, they're called terrible bets for a reason. But I'm going to be going through all the bets that went. Actually, a few went right last week. Rarely. A few went right last week. But yeah, I'll be taking a look at what happened at UFC Vegas 44. Quick look at the news. So trying to find some funny memes. Have a bit of a laugh about, combat sports, MMA related topics. If that sounds good, then stay with me for the Burt Locker. So, first up, I want to give a shout out to Clay Guido. I didn't bet on this one, but man, Santos, he is not a lightweight, man. Like, he's not. Like, look at the size of that dude. And I thought Guido was going to be in trouble, but you know what? He took him down and submitted, mostly because he was tired. But, like, bear in mind that Santos is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. To take him down, not just that, he's a 7-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, right? He's fucking good. Guido just took him down and just choked him out. Well, not just that. Like, he did tire him out quite a lot first, and he just stayed in that fight. He's just hard to put away. And like I said, just because that guy, he is not a lightweight. I don't know what he cuts from, but that must really compromise his cardio, because Jesus Christ, like, he was massive. What's he doing there? It irks me when people do that. It's like, you're a heavyweight, but you've cut down to welterweight. Anthony Johnson, if that is your real name. But yeah, just fight your natural weight. It's kind of dumb. It's like you say you'll fight anywhere, anytime, or like whoever, you don't care because you're a badass fighter, but you have to cut to 2 weights below your natural weight in order to pick on somebody that's smaller than you. Fucking crazy. Just stop with that. Stop with that shit. Anyway, Alonzo Manfield versus William Knight. This was a good fight, and you know what? It was. I mean, honestly, the first round missed off my recording, so but I did see the numbers, 18 strikes to 5. I would say that's a dominant round from William Knight, and according to the commentators, they said it was as well. The second round was a good bounce back round for Manfield, and the third round was, all Manfield did was hold Knight against the cage. Right now, a lot of people, they were kind of saying, how the hell did the judges give that fight to Knight? It's because, like, when they separated, Knight started doing stuff. He started landing. He started actually doing stuff. All Manfield did was hold Knight against the cage. Like, that's not going to win you the fight. And actually, in the new way that they score it, that means very little. The impact is one of the scoring factors they look at more than kind of octagon control now. So, at the end of the day, it was for 4 minutes he held him against the cage, but in that minute that they separated, Knight managed to get a lot of strikes off. So you've got to give it to Knight. Do you know what I mean? Was it spectacular? No. Was it the knockout that I was hoping for? Absolutely not. But no, it was a good fight. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that William Knight. He is a monster. And you know what? He keeps swinging right up until the end as well. For a big guy like that, he should run out. I mean, he was tired, but it's not like he was tired to the point of falling over. He wasn't doing what's his name? A Gian Vellante. Oh, bless him. Bless him. Anyway, Jimmy Crute versus Jamal Hill. This one, it was my pick of the week, and it's the one that I was pretty confident about, to be fair. I thought this was a bad stylistic matchup for Crute, and he looked big, but maybe the mullet adds size, because he just looked bigger than he normally does. But anyway, I thought, like, Hill would look larger. He's kind of weirdly tall. Well, Hill's got a weird size to him. He's bigger than you think he is. Because he looks kind of undefined, people think that he's not that big, but he's quite large. He's very long, and he's got good range. And like I said, it was the speed. Speed kills, and wow, how quick was that hook? I mean, he knocked him down once, but then he came in with that stepping right hook to finish it. He KO'd him twice, really. It was, it was a fantastic stepping right hook. It had the speed of a jab, really. It was kind of a jabbing, like, right hook. It was very well executed. And the thing is, like, he just needed that one shot, and he was so fast. And he's got weird power. Like I said, he's got the power is weird. It doesn't look like he's hitting hard, but it's just his power changes people. Jamal Hill, he's one to watch. So you've got Brad Riddle against Rafael Physio at 155 pounds. I did say, look, this is high-level kickboxing, the highest level kickboxing you're likely to see in MMA. All right, and this one stole the show for me. I mean, I was not counting Riddle out by any means, but I just thought that Physio was going to have the slight edge, and I also said that watch for something spectacular because it's going to be coming. And how fast was that wheel kick? It's unofficially the 13th wheel kick KO in UFC history, so it doesn't get much more spectacular than that. And I actually did know. Thing is I thought the wheel kick was coming, actually, because I was like, he hasn't thrown too many of them yet. And every time Riddle went off to the right, because he was circling to the right to kind of circle away, he kept. And the reason I noticed it was because I'm sure that Physio noticed it and everyone else noticed it far sooner than I did, because I'm an idiot. But I did know he did it so often, and it was so obvious that even I picked up on it. I was like, every time he goes to the right, like to circle away, for some reason his hand just comes down. Like, I'm sure Physio has spotted that. I know that he's called Physio, by the way. I just call him Physio because that's how I started knowing him, and that's how I'll finish. So yeah. Anyway, as he was going to the right, I was just like, I wonder if he's going to catch it. He's going to have noticed that, and boy had he, because he circled off to the right, and as soon as he started circling round, Physio, sorry. No, I got it right the first time. Physio. Oh, god damn it. Anyway, Physio then spun like on his back leg, delivered that wheel kick, and wow, it cracked him. It kind of turned him. It just turned the off button. He was like, and it was like he was still standing up, but he was just kind of like, and yeah, it was a correct stoppage. He didn't even know where he was, Joe, and that stoppage was correct. And also, they're good friends. You don't want him to want one of them to end up too badly damaged. And Physio, with how fast he is, he could have landed like 6 more shots in that time. So it was a good stoppage. Hell of a fight. Cracking fight. I'd watch them fight every week. And what a finish. Physio, whatever you want to call him, keep an eye on that guy. He is a bad man. Anyway, Rob Font versus Jose Aldo. Now, Font, he looked pretty good in round 1. Honestly, I didn't realise how much bigger Jose Aldo is. Jose Aldo was so much bigger, and the difference in power was clear. Because I thought the Font had a pretty good round 1, but then obviously Aldo caught him with that combination. The difference in power was just very clear. And that was the story of this fight. Do you know, fair play to Aldo. His chin held up where others hadn't. But Aldo, man, he's a good size for bantamweight. He really is. I mean, I don't know if he beats Peter Yan in a rematch, but it looks like he's going to be heading towards a rematch. Because at a certain point, when you've got a legend like Aldo putting together more than 2 or 3 wins on the bounce, then you've kind of got to give him a title shot, haven't you? You kind of have to, don't you? And you know what? I would watch it. I would love to see him get that belt again one more time before he retires. He's only 35, and he's looking really, really good. Yeah. Anyways, before I move on to the news, I just want to ask you. I ask you every week. Just look, if you enjoy the content, just like and subscribe, or just share it. Share it on like Facebook or social media or something. It would help me out a lot. And if you also want to go out and check out the Patreon, please go and check it out. You get extra content. You get basically the main event, like, because I always separate all of my fight picks into just the individual fights now, because I just feel like that's easier for people to digest, and people can look at the fights that interest them, and they can skip the fights that don't. But the main event is always just going to be on Patreon. So my thoughts on the main event are going to be Patreon only. And because obviously, I do have patrons, so they need to get something for it. And it's £1 a month, guys. It's £1 a month. It's an absolute bargain, and you get access to absolutely everything. I do a lot of content, and it's entertaining, and it's just, yeah. So if you want to go check that out, it'd be much appreciated. But if not, just like and subscribe. Just anything. Leave a comment. Call me a knobhead. It'd be lovely. Because it all helps the algorithms. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Let's have a look at the news. So, obviously, Tyron Woodley has gotten his rematch with Jake Paul with 12 days' notice because Tommy Fury pulled out, which is interesting to say the least. So, the thing is the other thing they've done here, because I'm actually looking at the story now, because I'm sure you've heard about this, people have speculated, I have speculated, I am one of these speculators, that maybe Jake Paul was putting clauses in contracts, paying people off to not kind of knock him out. Because it did seem like Woodley could have knocked him out in the first fight, but then didn't go in for the kill. But there again, there are a lot of other factors that go into it. But apparently, on this occasion, Jake Paul has put a clause in the contract for $500,000 if Woodley can knock him out. And you know what? I don't think he will knock him out. I really don't. I don't think that Tyron Woodley is going to win that fight. I would say the bet to make is Jake Paul by knockout. Because honestly, you've got two fighters going in there. One's young, one is old. If they rematch, this is a Chael Sonnen proverb that I live my life by. In a rematch, the younger fighter will win, except faster. It went to a decision last time. Jake Paul will win this rematch. He's going to win it faster. I am leaning towards the KO in that one. The KO all day. So, yeah. So then, Jeff Neal. Obviously, I don't know if you saw it, but Jeff Neal, he unfortunately got arrested. I think it was like a DUI and weapons charges. I'm just checking up the story now. So yeah, he has remained on the UFC 269 card despite that arrest. Now, I don't think the thing is like when you first saw the story, they had like the picture of him looking is trashiest because that's what they do. It's sensationalized, and the news story headline was like, "Oh, arrested on weapons charges and drinking charges." It's like, yeah, okay, look, he got a DUI. I'm not advocating that, obviously, but people make mistakes. He had a couple of drinks over Thanksgiving and took a drive and got pulled over. And he had a licensed firearm in the vehicle with him. A licensed firearm. And that's it. So it's not like he was going out getting drunk and shooting his gun off. Like he had a couple of drinks. He shouldn't have driven. That's his crime, and I'm sure he'll pay for it. But also, it's not even decided yet. They're waiting on the results of some blood tests. Do you know what I mean? They don't even know if he was properly over the limit yet. So before we kind of throw him over the coals, let's just wait on that one. But in either event, he is remaining on the UFC 269 card, which I'm very looking forward to because he's Jeff Hands of Steel Neal. Fucking love that dude. Do you know what I mean? It should be a fun one. And then we've got Jon Jones. Jon Jones' new coach has said that he's very happy with Jones. He's a superhuman being. I mean, some people probably wouldn't agree with that. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's what he's got to say, hasn't it? He has to say that. It's not because whether you think he's a good guy or not, Jon Jones is going to bring money into that fucking camp. And it's a business at the end of the day. And hopefully Jon Jones, maybe Jon Jones needed a change. Maybe he needed it. Maybe this will be good for him. But yeah, they've got some good people down there. Obviously, training with Henry Cejudo. And I did notice he's also training with Eric Anders, right? And Eric Anders looks like a fucking big dude there. Like, it's saying that Eric Anders, he was saying, I'm like, John, you're too big for him. I appreciate it. You're not a lightweight. You're not a light heavyweight no more. You're an actual heavyweight now. He's like 250, 255 now. And it's like, I don't know. Looking at that picture, does he look 255? I don't know, man. He doesn't look 255 pounds to me. He looks like he normally did at light heavyweight. Maybe the angle's off. I don't know. But when you try to tell me that that's Jon Jones as a heavyweight, I'm like, I don't know, man. He might have some trouble against those bigger guys. Eric Anders looks roughly the same size, but again, it might be the angle of the shot. Let's just assume that I'm wrong and they're right, because it would be a fair assumption. Anyway, right, so let's have a look at Troll of the Week. Now, I did find one. This one's hilarious. This is my favourite one for a while. Johnny Jones's mixtapes. It's called Elbows. It's his rap album, right? On that rap album, you have Crash Test and the hits Hit and Run, Dick Pill. Number 4, Hey Pussy, Are You Still Here? Featuring Daniel Cormier. I Poke Life, Pico, not Pico, Novitsky My Homie, and Slap the Vagina. as well as many others. But yeah, that is just really funny. It's got the parental advisory there. It's got Jon Jones looking like an absolute murderer. Love that. It just made me laugh. This one was also another good one. It's just basically the main thing is to listen to the coach. And I don't know where this is. It must be. It's from Big Fish Boxing, but that's who made the meme. But this guy is in the corner. His coach is talking to him, and he is staring at the ring girl who is entering the ring. Let's say, yeah, she's I can see why he's looking. Very attractive young lady. Yeah. It's just really funny how it's just like he's paying no attention to what his coach is saying whatsoever. But yeah, fair play to him. And then there's this one as well for the Jose Aldo. But this one, because it's a Simpsons one and an MMA one, so it makes me very happy because you know the one where Homer's sitting in front of the TV, the old Radiation King, and it leaves his shadow on the wall. He's remembering. It's like, yeah, it's black and white. It's us watching, it's MMA fans watching Jose Aldo when he won the WEC title, and it's us, as kids, like watching the TV, and then you've got us old on the sofa with the remote, and Jose Aldo won his last fight against Rob Font, and yeah, we're all very happy. We're all very happy to see it. It's lovely to see Jose Aldo still going out there, still getting wins, and you know what? He's still relevant in that division, man. He's still got a lot to do, but that is everything for this week. So, yeah, I'll be looking at, obviously, it's the big one this weekend, isn't it? It's UFC, I think it's UFC 269 this weekend. I might be wrong. But, yeah, it's, either way, it's Poirier against Oliveira. And it is this weekend. Oh, god damn it, that's a ridiculous card. That is a ridiculous card. Right, let me close this advert, and I'll tell you what the card is. Main card is, yeah, obviously you've got Nunes against Pena. I mean, Nunes is quite a heavy favourite, rightfully so. And you've got Charles Oliveira as an underdog. Wow, okay. Jeff Neal is against Santiago Ponzinibbio. That's going to be a real fun one. Garbrandt against someone called France. Sean O'Malley's on there as well. Holy shit, that is a ridiculous card. Josh Emmett versus Dan Ige as the main event for the prelims. Pedro Munez against Dominic Cruz. Augusto Sakai against Tai Tuivasa. That's mental. What's on the early prelims? Holy shit. Andre Muniz against Eric Anders. That's mental. Miranda Maverick's fighting. She's fucking awesome. Ryan Hall's fighting Derek Minor. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a crazy card, guys. I might be placing more than one terrible bet on that. But yeah, I'll be going through the fights that I'm going to be looking at and where I see some value in the betting. I already see some value on Oliveira as an underdog. I'm not going to lie. That's probably where I'm leaning. I think he does. I think he's quite underappreciated as far as how good he is. But yeah, anyway, looking forward to the fights. As always, keep those odds long and those bets terrible.